Greetings, my Rantians. Hope you all are doing well today, and welcome to the second episode of our veteran mode Let's Play campaign of Anno 117. It is absolutely glorious. I know in the previous episode, I did blitz a little bit. Now I'm going to take it slow. Now I'm making money. I'm in the green. I have about almost 6,000 I can play around with. The AI is doing whatever the AI needs to do, and I'm just going to sit over here and do the best that I can, right? Want to take a moment to thank YouTube channel members. If you're interested in wanting to be a part of that, the information is right there on the main channel page. Along if you're new here, please take a look-see at the channel anyway. I mean, we're posting every single day. We'd love for you to be a part of our growing Imperium. Discord, Instagram, Twitch. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch this coming Tuesday at 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. If you'd like to get involved with that. And if you want your drops, you need to head on over there. But obviously there are many other content creators as well. So if you already have it, that's perfect, right? There are amazing content creators in this space. Love every single one of them. So I have decided on a new name for our settlement over here. And it is going to be Imperianopolis. There we go. It's a name, for those of you who don't know, I wrote a book that is one of the names of a city from it. So the new island of Imperianopolis is what we're going to be working on, and I'd like to try to finish out what I assume, from a certain angle, does look like a talon right over here, and hopefully move all these fishermen's huts over into this bay area. I think it's going to look a lot nicer than being out in the front, but we'll see what happens. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get our road over here, and we need to pre-plan where we want all of this cool stuff. So I kind of like where this road is to begin with, and I'll drag it all the way up to about here. The next thing is we're going to start moving all of these ones. Now, I kind of, low-key, I like where these two are, so I'm not going to move them. But I do want to move these ones right next to the main harbor. I don't like those ones at all, and they have to move. So this is going to be the first one right over here. And we have the second one, and we're getting 3 denarii from each one of these for our people. So that's really great based off of our tech. And yeah, I am going to put that a little bit further forward. We'll fix this up in time as our techs continue. And we're going to need a wicked awesome warehouse right over here as well. So ideally, we're going to have our more rural community out here with the farm fields and not having exact same building designs and districts and blocks and all that good stuff. And then over on this side, what we'll probably try to do is we're going to lay out the foundations for our castrum over here, because here in the Imperium, us Rantians, we like our castrums, okay? And we have to pre-plan this. It's a good spot, I think. Defending this place is going to be so easy. There was a part of me that wanted to colonize up in here instead of being out here, but this is also a pretty decent choke point if anybody wants to come on in. And then from this point outward, we'll probably have a majority of the larger type buildings over in this spot. Probably over here as well. Some potentially over here. Well, I didn't see you there, champ. I had no idea there was another harbor technical area out here. But look at this. Look at this waterfall. Oh, man. They've done so well with this game, guys. I'm so excited for you all to get your hands on it. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, without me ogling over the game so much, I need to actually get in with the substance. You're over there, can you just shut up and get to work? Yes, I will. I hear you. I understand. I understand the assignment. So, fire safety, definitely an issue, as we saw in the previous episode. Not going to delete the homes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them. And low-key, I was kind of liking what happened here naturally. Let's have the homes like so, because I don't think I want to have an entrance to the upper city from here. So we'll have that extended. And we're going to get the vigilance out here. So we'll be able to reduce the fire-related issues for the most part over in this spot. And I'd like to do the same over here, but I think we might need a better spot for it. Yeah, let's go ahead and move you, and you And we'll park this one down right about here. Because that way, we'll be able to get up to this side. Now it's at minus 134. The island health is something we're also going to have to worry about. Our island happiness is still pretty good, so I don't need to build the Custodias for now. But they will more than likely play a part later on. So what are we researching right now, just to reorient myself? We are working on the trade post improvements, okay? And then we're going to go sewing circles into fish markets. Because we always need the 1 pound fish in this household, right? Right. If you haven't heard that song before, let me tell you, it's a banger. And you're probably going to be listening to it on repeat. I don't know what it is about it, but that's what happened to me. True story. Okay, I think if we go ahead and build up in this direction now, we'll still stick to trying to keep the homes diagonally without them looking so generic and, you know, like this. I don't want it to just be like, oh, we're going to just take it straight on from here all the way to the back by doing this. No. We have to mix it up. We have to mix it up. How are we doing, first of all, with our goods consumption? So the sardines are fine. I'm sorry, the 1 pound fish are fine. Please excuse me. The porridge is fine. Tunic's not so great, so we're going to have to get some hemp farms out here. The sheepies are still fine. We still need some hats, though. So I think the hemp farms can be over here, then. And this is where I'm going to start overproducing a little bit, because I just think it's necessary. As our population is going to grow pretty damn fast, I don't want us to have to worry about like the basics for a while until we're making enough money to purchase a lot of them, from NPCs to trade agreements and stuff like that. I don't really want us to be facing a lot of issues in that particular sense. So we'll have a hemp farm over here. We're also going to have another hemp farm be right about here. So we'll connect it up via this road, and then we'll have the road go from here and then extend out in this direction. I believe having a warehouse over here now is going to be vital. So let's go ahead and do that after we get this hemp farm all set up. Perfect. So let's get this right here, right along the main road. And because we do have some room, we can do one of two things. We can either build another oat farm, which I am kind of in favor of doing so, and then fill out the back here, or we can adjust where the road is and have it still extend this one completely. So what I mean by extending is you hold down shift, right, and you can click and drag to go over the cultivation area that it tells you. We can do that just to fill it all out, but let me see if I can potentially fit in another oat farm here. So there's this little spot there, that little bit, which is not going to work. So let's see if I can make it a little bit better. Get rid of that section of the road, if you please. We'll bring it up from here instead. Perfect. And now we can have the oat farm here and utilize as much of the space as we possibly can. There we go. That's at 80. I want to get this backside more than this corner. Okay, so that's a crisp 69, 75. And yes, I did say that. Sue me. There we go. That looks a lot better. And another one right over here at an angle. Thank you very much. It's going to look absolutely perfect. Now, I was thinking also up here, we can have another farming settlement. So we have a big community over here, have a whole bunch of farms, maybe a small little community in here, and then another community right over here. What I mean by communities are definitely just going to be like homes and such. So add more realism to it. Just because we're on the veteran mode doesn't mean that we can't do this. That's what I want to at least mention from now. We are going to be focusing on beautifications. We are going to be focusing on making things look wicked awesome. So why not? What are we doing here? What is happening? Construction area is blocked. Why? What are you doing to me? That's why. Okay, I'll fix it. In that forward, fix that up. In fact, that looks really cool. And then we'll bring the road from right beside it so we can utilize as much space as possible. We do need to get 2 porridge stands, and I think one, let's do this. One right here, and one right here should be totally fine. Loop it around, and for, you know, all intents and purposes, this makes absolutely no sense for me to do this and put this little bit of the road right there, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I like it. It looks cool, so what the hell. Put those there, and then another city watch over here is absolutely important because you never know when these things can catch on fire, okay? I'm being smart about this. Be proud of me. Being very smart about this. And that should really increase the amount of porridge that's coming out by a large margin. Okay, we still have the oats, and we're going to be processing up to 6 at least, so that's perfect. And then the hemp is also up there, so we're going to need some more spinners. Let's go ahead and get those in really good spots, because I want to mention why the spinners are so good in a moment. We're going to have this one be right over here, and luckily it goes all the way to that warehouse, which is fantastic. If not, we could have put it a little bit further up and it would have made it to that one. But the reason why spinners are so good in 117 early game is when it pertains to your research, you don't start off with a bunch, okay? And as you can see here, we don't even have a grammaticus, okay? We don't. We don't at all. But when you get over to this, the sewing circles, the building of the spinners not only going to give them +1 denarii for everyone that's in the radius, it's also going to get +1 knowledge. Double whammy, right? Double whammy. That's what we love here. We want to maximize our potential as quickly as possible. And speaking of maximizing our potential, that means we also have to build the grammaticus. And I think this is a really good spot for it, so that means moving this cluster of homes probably further down over here. I'm gonna mix and match a little bit, so bear with me. Put this one here, put this one here, this guy right here, and this one at an angle looked kind of cool, not gonna lie. Okay, and then get the road attached to you and straight onto you. Might have a potential issue with them being too far from, well, they have this. I think what we can do is we can put down a market over here, because ideally we want to build out here as well. And then the tavern can be placed right next to it, I guess. Yeah, for the time being. I'll probably end up changing that at some point. But the most important building right now is definitely the grammaticus. Maybe we'll get some money from the lady that really likes education.
Such excellence in education. Your citizens must be ecstatic.
Yeah, we got money, I think.
Told me
Yep, nope, yep. Thank you. We take the money. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you. Okay, so now our research points are going to go up because we have the grammaticus working for us. But the main thing is that the better the houses are around it, the more points we get. So I want to upgrade them, and these ones. Perfect. And now we have access to 2 more things here. The amphora and the olive oil, which I have yet to make olive oil in this game. I haven't at all, which is crazy. But I need to figure out if that's even possible for me to do either of these. I can make the sandals, I can make the soap, but I think I'm going to have to work on getting some trade agreements or find the NPCs, because the NPCs might be able to sell them to me. Yeah, so like she's got those, which she can send to us. And then Diana has lavender, but I don't care about that. I can luckily cultivate lavender on this island. I do also want to do a little bit of scouting, because these guys are colonizing islands left, right, and center. I need to do the same. So this one has resin fertility, olives, the snails, and the marble. This one has mackerel, olive, grape, and marble. This one's definitely a better island for us. Oh, I have stuff in here. I could put the weapons. I totally forgot about the timber. In fact, bringing it over here is not a bad idea. I don't know how much the island is going to be, but we'll park our trireme over there and see what happens. But now to continue building in this direction, we're going to definitely do that. I'll have just a couple more homes go up like this, right? And then I'm going to build over like so. Let's see if we can get roads all... Oh my. No. What are you doing? Okay, you go here. You go there. We'll probably have to fix up this little piece. Please work with me here. Thank you. Thank you. Are you maxed out? No. Now you'll be. Perfect. Because we couldn't get the road to them. And that's really important that we do so. And we can even extend it if we really want to. Just get a couple more homes over there. And then I do want to try this. And then we're going to go straight on from about here. But the other thing is that, like, the lavender fields, when we work with getting the soap and everything, which is going to be vital, we can see that it increases the happiness over here by +1. That's really freaking good, okay? Really freaking good. And I just think just how large this area is. Why don't we just have a whole bunch of these lavender growers? Yeah, let's just do that. These are the equivalent of like the early villas, I guess. Let's just do that. And we need to probably have another warehouse of sorts around here, but I really like the way that this road is. Will you make it all the way there? Perfect. Yeah, I couldn't have planned this any better. That's so pretty. So +1 happiness for all of the residents around here. And I think like the lavender grower is hands down one of my favorite of the farms so far that I've seen. Just because of just like how gorgeous it is and the little touches that they have in here with like wells and the occasional shack. You can see a shack that pops up from time to time when you put down the fields. Maybe I can trigger one. Let's see what happens. You can't stack them, but, you know, these guys down here would definitely enjoy having a lavender grower near them, so we can go ahead and put one here as well. Let's build the road up to there. It still will make it to that warehouse, so perfect. I don't have to worry about it too much. The only thing is that they are indeed a bit on the slow side with, like, just producing their good. And that's okay. I'm not really worried about it. I feel like I can definitely enhance it later on. So this is fine. Let's try to connect up these two. Do we get any shacks with this one? No, but we got a bunch of cypress trees. So pretty. So we're getting +1 happiness over here. Island happiness at 148. Okay, 293 is not bad either. How much is it for this one? Oh, we can get it. Oh. Yes. Let's go and colonize because we need this island. We might need to grab it here. Okay, so it's going to be tax per minute of 50, but that's okay.
The second step has been achieved with aplomb. Your confidence knows no bounds.
Capitoline is actually a really cool name. Okay, so over here, we're going to need another patron. So, seeing as how there is great fertility on here, along with olives, we have to go with Saris. We're just going to get bonuses from her in this particular sense. So, let's go and set her as the patron for this island and go from there.
We stand waiting.
We have 17 timber. I can probably bring some over from Imperianopolis if we definitely need it. But we have 15 of our Libertas workforce here as well. Let's go ahead and set up... How much do you need for this? 4 and 6. Okay. We'll have one just passively start working on generating some timber for us. And I know this does look like a generic city start entrance, but we'll just keep it like that for the time being, and once we're really working on the island and we have a bunch more timber in here, we'll make it look a hell of a lot better. Guaranteed. A hell of a lot better. Look at this place. It's looking awesome. Obviously, we lost most of our money by doing that, but we'll gain it back for sure. The only downside to what we are doing at the moment is the fact that we're going to have some piggies. Yeah. So, piggies, they cause health-related issues. Yeah. So, even with them being all the way out here, these buildings are not immune from getting sick. So later on, getting the medicus is going to be really, really important to put them out here. And ultimately, getting rid of them. I would like to get rid of them later. Luckily, they're fast, so I don't have to really worry about them too much. Is that... Oh. 32 seconds. Well, it's not too bad. We're getting another Chris 69 right over there. I think, just for the hell of it, we should have to. Because I know I'm going to need them for the sandals. We're praying to Mars, right? So we'll have the bonuses when it comes to the sandal makers anyway. So here's what I'm thinking. We can move this warehouse. Actually, no. Can I build these diagonally? No, I can't. But I can build them here, and I think I'd like to do that. Because at the bottom there, I'll put the salt ponds. I didn't necessarily want to put these ones next to each other, if that makes sense at all. I don't know why it's doing like the half and half, but hopefully I can fix that later. Let's connect that up. Where's the warehouse over here? There isn't any. So let me put one down right here. And that'll solve that problem. These guys over here, on the other hand, we're going to have to put down the salt ponds. And I do believe we haven't worked on the garum yet. So we're going to have to work on that too. Might as well go for 2 of them. And we'll need the mackerels, which I don't think we have the fertility here. We don't have the population here for them. Oh, but we have them here. That's not bad. If we have that working, then it should be okay. I'll just get enough salt for later. But we should have the means to get the wheat farms and such going. So maybe we can get the wheat farms out here. We can start along this spot. Let's put this wheat farm right here. And bring that down. Love seeing my ship go through there. In fact, it's totally fine. I like it that it's red in this bay area. Let's see what we can do to make this look awesome. Even though it is already awesome, so. That's one. I didn't put down any of these, did I? I don't believe I did. Those are all oat farms, which are totally fine. And then I'm going to do the exact same with another one over here, because it's very similar to that of 1800 with the whole bread production. Which essentially is 1 minute processing time for the wheat fields, 30 seconds for the grain, and then 1 minute for the bakeries. But there's a little twist. The twist being that you need to have a charcoal burner, which I do, unironically, like this feature. I really do. Why? Because it's immersive, and I live for my immersion. Just like how beautiful these fields are. Where are our river slots that I could take advantage of? Why are both of them over on that side? Could potentially use these ones up here. But this was closer. Like, I can just get a road across and... why are you not going diagonal for me? You have to be like this? Okay, well, it is what it is. Let's do it. Not going to fight it. It did make a little bit over there, but that's fine. This is also a really pretty building. I will show it in a moment if my roads want to work and cooperate with me. Not particularly, but it's okay. It's whatever. Let's go here and put the grain mill down. So pretty. Now, where are our charcoal going to? So it's in there. We already have 42. So technically speaking, that one charcoal burner that we have somewhere that I don't even remember where I put it, there it is, actually. We should have enough to not only get the bread made for our people, but also to continue working on the tiles. Island income is over 1,000, actually, but the issue being is all the maintenance costs thrown in there. So we need to get some bread, and this is where you're going to have the fire safety related issues, because if you put the bread down, you will increase the island burn capability, I'm going to say it that way, by an additional -2. Yeah. That's how I'm going to say it. That's 100% how I'm role-playing it. In fact, it's not even roleplay, it's just a gameplay mechanic. I'll put these guys down here. I think a road should go in between them, right? Yeah. Okay, bring the road to here and down. Thank you. So we can get the bread. And then later on, we will indeed get the Garum. And if you're wondering why I say it that way, it's not, you know, obviously I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I'm also doing a little bit of a play on what the Emperor said from the campaign mode. We must have our Garum. I sampled your Garum. As noxious as I had ever imagined. That's just how I am with, you know, any form of sushi. But not noxious. You know, not wanting me to throw up. At any rate, moving on.
You can hear the debates at the Grammaticus from streets away.
Well, you're really only, like, what? 2 streets away? So, yeah, that's pretty loud, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to provide the bread to them, which I think is going to technically be enough, question mark? Oh, really? No, it's not. We need a second one. We would need a second one. And I think the spot for the second one should probably be up here in some way, shape, or form. Would make everything over here very flammable, but at the same time, you'd make a decent amount of money by doing this. So let's get this house here. Let's put this one here. I have to connect it up via the road. There we go. And then we'll put this one right about here. I don't think if I... Wait. If it was like that, then I would get more, but this should be totally fine. And then maybe we can have a road go down through here? No, because we're going on the slope downward. But what I can do, just to make this spot look a little bit nicer, is from here, I can do a little bit of a shift tactic and just hug that in. And we can do some beautifications around the bakery right here. I do kind of want to do the same with this spot too, if I can. A little bit just to smooth out the edges. If it wanted to cooperate with me. Oh, we can also make it something like that too, but it looks a little bit better than before. So we should have enough bread coming out now. And the next ones being the olive oil, we'll have to start transporting that in. So I think right now is not a bad time to start looking towards getting the military district up and running. We do have the Medicus as well, which we should indeed work on. So what we'll do here is we're going to jump into the planning mode, which is the equivalent of just the blueprint mode from 1800, just different name. I don't know why it's doing that to me, but I don't really appreciate it. I guess we'll have to have... There we go. Let's try some of this. You can also build up on these hills. So you legitimately went all the way up this hill, did you not? Yeah, you did. I don't think they can climb it, but at the same time, I have no clue because I haven't played around with the military mech too much. How about you cooperate with me? There we go. We'll start it from here at least, and we'll see how it goes. We'll take it to there, right? So from this point onward, it'll probably be our military district. And even in the military district, we'll probably have to bring down the industrial such over to here. I just think it makes sense. So like armorers, our weaponsmiths, those ones should be here. And we can have our wooden gate be right here. And then what I'd like to try is from this spot... I want to have a walled section to go over to here. And then a little bit further down to about here. And then loop up over in this direction. It can kind of go over some spots. This one's going to bother me if it continues. Go from there down. Bring it up to like right there. And I have to get this right because the Imperium, in the Imperium, excuse me, we definitely like our castrums. So we have to make sure that our people are safe as much as possible. The military district is probably going to be really, really awesome once it's fully done. We built this up. This is going to take a lot of resources to build, but I definitely feel like it's going to be awesome. So you have seaward walls, right? And we'll have additional walled sections in here to separate, like, let's say we have the spot for the barracks buildings, like, back here. We'll have a spot for the Fields of Mars, if necessary. Have one sanctuary in here for roleplay purposes. Will you actually go all the way... What are you trying to do with me right now here? Can take it to about there, and then maybe finish it out by bringing it to there. Not too bad. And then have, like, some entrances or something, like, maybe right about here. Because what I'm thinking is maybe having, like, 2 homes or a couple homes in this area would be kind of cool. Maybe even potentially have one... I think a home can fit out there, so we can do that. And then we also have access to the archery towers, which the archery towers... For example, putting one right over here, I'm not sure how effective it's going to be against ships coming in, but it'll hold the bay, I want to imagine. And if we can fix this out a little bit better, I think it'll be even nicer. So put another archery tower over there. I'll fix the wall. This is just a rough way of going about it. And we will definitely need to have at least 2 wooden gateways over into here, because the ultimate plan is going to be that I have my shipyards over here. Is there a way for me to make them look or be right next to each other perfectly? Is the game going to allow me to do that? Not yet, but that's not a bad spot. This is where I really want a lot of my ships to be made, because I can guarantee their safety. Alright, whatever. What do you want?
Won't be easy. The Legion has a saying. If your attack is going well, you're walking into an ambush.
Okay, well... Okay, the ruling emperor controls all provinces of the empire for now. The higher your reputation, the greater your privileges. The reputation is displayed in the diplomacy menu. Okay, we will hail him. His current rep with us is -5, not like I care, but we'll give +1 to him, and I hate that my character is just staring into his dreamy eyes as he...
You can't run, you can't hide, but you can quiver like a bird tongue in aspic.
Okay, now I really want to remain silent, but I'll just hail him.
Cheeks. I like it.
Okay. Okay. Alright. So now we're going to have to build some of the medicus buildings, because we don't want our people getting sick. And we're already at -48 when it comes to our island health. We don't want that. We want our people to be healthy. We want them to understand that washing your hands is a great way of going about life. Always wash your hands, kids. Let's put this home right here.
Fire has started in your city.
You are... Like, seriously? Where? It's not there. It's not there. Where's the fire? I don't see the fire. Oh! It's right there. It's right there. Well, at least it's one, but you don't have you cannot have an episode with your boy unless there's at least one fire. One fire, one explosion. I'm not even sure if it's possible to get explosions in this game. But you know what? I'll probably find some way to do it. In fact, I didn't need to move every single one of the homes. I could have kept this one here, and I can bring this one back. And that way I can have the medicus like right here in the middle. I don't need to be on planning mode anymore. I can just put this one right about here. Oh, that's on fire too. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? How did it, like, spread that badly? Where can I build another? Oh, Lord. Well, building kind of big. Yikes. I didn't anticipate this. That's no good. And you know what? We blame the bakers, but you know, it's not even affecting them. You have 80 fields. You have 80 fields. You also have 80 fields. You have 64.
There are signs of public unrest.
Where? It's plus 67. I call BS on that one. Okay, here's what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna fix up this farm here, because I need to legitimately build another one of these fire spots, like, right now. So I don't have to worry about this issue anymore. I hate that I have to put it here, but... yeah, maybe here is fine. So get rid of all these fields. I feel so bad for doing this. Put that here. Let's fix up this oat farm. And then we're going to have to fix up this hemp farm. Which I don't like that there's a little piece sticking in there, but... I guess I'll... There we go, fix it. Oh, nice! Sewing circles. And look at that, it's skyrocketed our total knowledge.
Other ways of settling our differences.
What do you mean?
Burnishing the unk of infinite incompetence.
What you just say to me? Oh, hell no, you didn't. Okay, that's a little bit better. I don't need a riot tutorial. I'm very well versed in all of this, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it.
As it appears, a touch of civil unrest is normal in a growing city.
Yeah, okay, understood, but why? What the problem is? There should be no reason to have civil unrest. Look how many people are here! No, it's okay. No, just enable me. Do it. See what happens. And I'm out of money again. I built, like, the lavender groves near you. This is crazy. Absolute insanity. I kind of like this. Let's go ahead and build this road to back here, and then straight on this direction.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Oh, they teach you deep breathing exercises and anger management, don't they? Yeah, well, it ain't working. Let me tell you. It certainly is not working. Because I didn't do anything to warrant this. Whatsoever. I'm being a good boy for once, okay? I'm giving them what they want. I'm being nice. There we go. Good amount of money. That's all I really care about. Fish still good, pork still good, tunics, we need some more, and hats. Oh, I totally forgot about the hats. But I prefer tunics now because, as you can see, you will get the +1 when it comes to research points now, too. Oh, that entire spot burned down, didn't it? Can we build this slanted over here? No, but we can build it over here because these guys will take advantage of it, and we're going to do that. Is there a warehouse close by? There is not, so we'll have to build. What is he doing over here?
Rebuilding
Or was
in the
she?
wake of the
Oh,
eruption has taken the families many years. Many sacrifices were made.
oh, it's okay. The Imperium's here, and we'll take command of the situation. Everything will be fine. What am I? Wait, what? Am I buying something? What am I buying? What did she just trade with me? Wait. Oh! I did not want that. I didn't want that now, because I'm making it myself, aren't I? I should be making it myself soon. Okay, rebuild all of those. Repair those. Okay, at least we got that situation sorted. It's minus 574. I seriously thought I had this under control, but apparently I don't. Warehouse, I guess I will put this one, like, a little bit further out, because I'm planning on having homes and such over here. I don't really want to mix the two. Can't have a home there, but I can have one here, and that'll look kind of cool. Okay, minus 22 now with Island Happiness. But we definitely need to get some hats as well. These guys, I don't necessarily care for them to pay an additional denarii to me, but these ones over here, they can, for sure. It's a little bit more of a densely populated area. Put you there, and I want to put this one for the hats right here. It'll just get these guys, which is totally fine. I'm just more so worried about being able to maintain my balance and, naturally, our island's safety above all. These guys should be okay. We have this one over here that's taking care of that lot. Over here is the main problem child. Guaranteed. We do also need to have fire safety up here. But we have 100 plebeians. We need to really focus on getting a bunch more of our Libertas workforce as quickly as possible. I believe if we were to put down a wicked awesome market over here, it'll be really cool because of just the locale. It's very tranquil, very happy. So stop rebelling against me. It's not going to end well for you. And by doing this, I can bring the road up like so. And this particular lavender grower can probably look a lot nicer. Oh, there we go. There's some sheds. So pretty. Love to see it. Yep, this is definitely looking really, really nice. 16 of our Libertas workforce, 101 of our plebeians, which is, we can live with it, right? And these guys should be fine because they have their market and they have their tavern over here, but we need to connect this road if possible. But you are in the way. So either we move this home out to about here, which I think I'd like to do. That way we have a way to go through here. And I will tactically leave spots like this open because I have nifty cool ornaments that I can use. For example, I want to see if this is going to work. Where is that cool one? It is too big for here. I can't use that. Can I use this one? No, I cannot. That is also not in the center. But who says you can't put an opulent archway in the middle here? Bless you. And I did get, like, the cobbled mosaics and stuff like that. So I have this one. I have this nice checkered mosaic right over here. I got this one from the Ubisoft thingy. Ubi Connect, I guess. Because you have, like, certain gold currencies you can get this. So that's kind of nice. But I think I will stick with the flagstone for now. And just keep it like that. And maybe, like, over here, I can have, like, a little walkway of sorts. And another cool ornament being the Officer of Pax. But I don't think this is the spot to put him. Maybe we can have the lion instead. Have him face the other direction. There we go. And we need to have some cypress trees aligning this bit of the road. Looks very, very nice and pretty. In fact, you know what? I kind of like that cobble, or that mosaic. We're just going to put that down there too. It's growing very, very large, I must say. Potentially, we could have another like little castrum area over here, but I think it should be fine. Having the nice big open area like we do. How are we doing with this research? Okay, getting the fish markets, so income +3 is going to be fantastic. I kind of want to check in over here. We have 56 timber, which is lovely. Where on this island can we even just have a steady flow of that? Probably there. And I'd like to just do that so we can work on this island a little bit. 98 out of 80, so that should be good. We can then put this right over there. Move that, move that. Get rid of that and get rid of that. I'm thinking this is a better spot now. Yeah. Go there. Only costs us 1 denarii to move it anyway. And then we can bring this road to about here. And we can bring this one down to connect. And then we can connect it up to there. All we need is a nifty warehouse, and then we should be good to go. But now we don't have a workforce over here, so that beeth the problem. Do I want to like this? No, I don't. I want to build up in this direction. I want to be crazy. Build a road up straight. We're going to do this right from the start. One over here. I think I did this wrong. That's correct. Okay, there we go. Bam, bam. Nice. I did this little design on stream recently, which I really did like. It was in Albion specifically. But I do think that it's a very nice looking startup location. Just, it fits so well. So by all means, if you like this design and you want to use it for yourself, go right ahead. I encourage it. Because back when I was starting playing Anno 1800, which was the game that I legitimately started playing the game at, right? With, or whichever is the correct English term for that. Fun fact, English is not my first language. I like to watch a whole bunch of either like streamers or content creators to see how do they go about making their cities? How do they come up with their incredible designs. And to this day, I'm still like in awe of what fellow content creators can do. Truly incredible. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the trading post in the front. So that increases our island storage capacity to 150, as it says it right here. If you saw that, I went all the way down here, defaulting to what I had learned in 1800 to see, hey, maybe I can hover over it. Is she going to colonize this island? I want to imagine she's going to. Because why wouldn't she, with all the money that she has in her deep pocket? Yeah. At least I got one. In fact, I might want to continue the whole playing toll.
To regard you with a more favorable eye.
Oh, thanks, champ. She couldn't have gone anywhere else? What about this island? Wait. I think I want to try and snag this island because that's a very, very important resource for later. In fact, no, this one. This one has more of the stuff that I need. I need to try to beat out that guy. I need these guys to give me a loan, which I could technically do. I can technically ask for a loan right now, and my ship can go over there. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. Which one's the fastest way to get to our place? He wants... yeah, well, I'm gonna ignore him.
Time flies.
Get over here.
As do we.
Screw your ransom. I think this spot's gonna look pretty sick. So while the ship is going all the way to there, let's go ahead and pre-plan where I want, for example, the barracks to be. Which I can go ahead and put down the barracks building from now, but I don't see a point to it because it's gonna cost money, resources. I'm just gonna put it in planning mode. So we'll have the main barracks be over here. And if we were to pre-plan the roads and such, gonna have to bring it from here, probably straight on through the center, and then connect up to the entrance of the building, which I like to put 2 roads to, and that's another spot there. Here's a gate going to one and the other. We'll connect those 2 up. We can still build these and work on them, as in like the soldiery class are going to be working on them for us, but I probably will have to hold off on making the full castrum until we have all the resources for it. Personally, I like the stone walls a lot more than the wooden palisades, and I don't think we're going to be attacked anytime soon, but, you know, I have been proven wrong many times when playing these games, so you never know what happens. I don't need planning mode for this anymore. I do want a tavern here first before I do anything else, though. Tavern can be further up the road, like maybe here. 2 here, 1 there, 1 here. So I can have the road go like this around them. Like right to here. Okay. And that should be getting all these guys, and then this one should be getting those ones for the most part. I do want to try to get 2 more lavender growers for sure. That way I can guarantee that I'll be having enough soap for a while, because the soap is a little slow. It's just a wee bit slow. And they should be able to make it down to this warehouse. Let's go ahead and take... Oh, it's going to copy the entire thing. No, I don't want that. You... Right there. Thank you.
Look smarter. It's the governor.
Look smarter. It's the governor. That's funny. All the way down to here. Very pretty. Is there a little spot in here that I missed? Yeah. Perfect. That's another one. And then I think one more would help out. Oh, it's also affecting these guys too. No kidding. Okay. I thought it was, for some reason, I just thought that it was these homes, and that's it. We should, before I put that down though, I'm going to go ahead and put down a fire safety. That'll help out a decent amount, I guess. I don't know. Probably not. And put this one down right about here. Oh, wait a tick. Wait a tick. I can make this look a little bit nicer. Hold on. Because you see that road over there to the left next to that home? Give me 1 second. This is gonna look so cool. You can go here, hopefully. And then... if this is on a hill, it'll be even better. It's in a nice spot, I think. Bring it all to there. Bring that to there. Extend the fields to there. And onward to there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful lavender farms of Imperianopolis. Love to see it. 2 more homes there, if you please. And now the fish markets have indeed been researched. So what are we working on now? We're working on the warehouse organization, which is very, very good. And then we're working on depots. Love to see it. How is the health? The health is going a little bit low. So I'd like to get a Medicus right over here. And then pre-plan a Medicus right here, but I don't have the money. Okay, this is where I feel like I want to take out that loan. There is an enemy ship close by. I think I want to fight it. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight it. Almost making 1,000, which is pretty substantial. I'm not making anywhere close to what these guys are already, but it's still pretty good in my humble opinion. And our settlement is looking mighty fine. So by the time we sink this thing, I think we'll have enough money.
What could you possibly require?
I require for you to take out this little dinghy.
A ship is under attack.
Through the way.
They missed. I want my scorpions to fire. Fire the scorpions. Right at the hull. Ooh, that was a direct shot. That felt good. Oh, man. I was kind of hoping not to have sails, but whatever. It is what it is. So this is the side that I would want to colonize. If I were to go over diplomacy-wise...
we have seen it all, Weaver Starlies.
Okay. What would he do? What are Emperor actions? What does this do?
Here you're in the market for livers, Aranitu. We've
What-
got a few to spare. Fresh.
Rebel. Okay, and the title grants you the following
let me
privileges.
see. Kaizo,
What?
these are not sheep or goat.
What?
Who
Who's
did you
talking?
take these from?
Okay, can we stop all that? I need some money. Can we ask for a small loan of $1 million, perhaps? Maybe? 1,000,000 denarii? Okay, you will receive 3 offers of a loan. This treaty is currently unavailable. Okay. Do you want to give me a loan? No, but you will later, I think. I hope. Ah, take a loan. Benevolent loan would be 8,000, loan plus interest, 9,500. How come we can't get this? The other party cannot afford it. Well, 9,000 is still pretty substantial. Let me see how much it is to take the island. Oh! Yeah, that's certainly not going to be enough. Okay, well... Just gonna back away slowly. What? The residences are being abandoned. They're not... Oh. Well. Sorry, I forgot. There's no need to abandon the homes. There we go. That should help out. And then also a nifty tavern over on this side. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Everything's fine now. We're fine. Can even probably give them some other stuff if they really want. Wasn't really planning on working much on this island, but we can do it. What's happening there? Apparently the fish did not want to build. Okay, for some reason that did not want to build over in that spot. You'll love to see it. Okay, we'll have the one, and then we will have an oat farm be right here. And we're making 1,000. I think this is going to be pretty good. Hopefully they don't colonize that island. I would really love to get it, but if all things don't really pan out the way that I would hope for them to be, there's always backup plans. And the backup plans is really to just make a whole bunch of soldiers and then wipe them from the map. Because it's always nicer that way, right? Right. And we'll have the porridge stand right over there, so we'll make some more for them. But the best part about this spot is that we can have the olive growers. That's what I really want to see. We need some tiles here, though. I only have the one ship, so I don't want to lose it. That's always a big, big factor for me. Island happiness minus 66, so they're happier over here. I think we'll probably need to have some sort of happiness over in this corner. In fact, we need some more sanctuaries. We also need another Grammaticus over on this side. Yeah, that is part of the problem, because we can indeed have happiness buffs with these. So I'm going to move these guys out. This is, in fact, a very central location. I'm going to do them individually so I can place some really cool spots. And see, I promised I was going to do a nice chill episode for once. Again, further cementing what I've been saying, that the game is a lot more relaxed in my opinion. I mean, granted, I'm stressing a little bit to try to take like an island or two so I don't fully get kicked out by these NPCs. But you know what, it's the same when you play the game in Expert in 1800. You need to give a little to gain a lot. And in this particular situation, building tall to an extent is going to work to our advantage over building wide like what they're doing. And I'm going to build a sanctuary right here in the middle. And that is going to increase the devotion to Mars, so we are getting close to productivity bonus.
Is impressive, but a little consideration for aesthetics wouldn't go amiss.
All right, dude. You want aesthetics? I'll show you aesthetics. I'm the king when it comes to aesthetics. Here. Boom. Boom. Well, you know what? They have regular ground planes with this, so put the ground planes there. Same with the back. Okay, that's number one. And because this is a temple to Mars, right, I want to have elevated braziers like these. Okay, and again, because...
Oh, Mars the wise, counsel me in the ways of war, to rain death and destruction and to crush the enemy.
Sharpening your arrowheads. All the better for the day we meet on the sun.
Oh, if we meet on the sand, you're gonna lose. Being Persian, I have a natural, you know, gift for fighting in the sand, okay? Let's just be real with each other from this second. Unfulfilled needs.
Decision, your judiciousness.
Where? Where are the unfulfilled needs? I mean, these guys are all fine. Oh, the sandals are... Okay, yeah. Probably a good idea if I get those sandal makers going, right? Right. And I believe the plan was to put them over here, which I definitely can. I just need to get rid of a little piece of the road right over here in order to put this in. And that's an additional denarii for everybody within the radius here. Very nice. Love to see it. So we need the tannery, which I haven't even gone ahead and built that one either. I completely slacked when it came to this. -2 happiness with regards to these ones. Not particularly fantastic, but we have to do that anyway. But once we have this going and we get some sandals out here, we'll have some additional good stuff for them. Okay, the hat's now going down again. I need a sheep farm or two. I do have these guys up here. Let's go and spin that around. In fact, I will build 2 because I definitely feel like we're going to need more of these. It's going to be +1. How about putting something back here? Is that possible? It is. We make a little bit of money by doing so. Go ahead and put that there. 1 pound fish still good. Porridge still good. Tunics is down by 1. The hats are down by 1 as well. So hemp needs a little bit more TLC. And we will go ahead and do that really quick. Because I don't really want to have this issue. We have plenty of room over here as well. So I don't mind getting more hemp fields up. 55, nice, over to there, 58. And I'll make a long road down here. It's kind of bothering me that this side is open the way that it is, so let's just finish that out there. Hemp farm there. I don't know why it's making me do that, but sometimes, you know, it just happens. Oh, you know what we could have done here? This was missed opportunity. Hold on. Give me a second. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And that's plenty of homes, right, or fields for that particular hemp farm anyway, so I like it. I like it a lot. This guy over here. And we'll get a road connected up to you. Let's build some fields around it. Bring it all the way up to there. Nice. So 2 more of those, and we can get another... Even though there's not a bunch of people over here, I don't think... Oh, no, that's a bunch. Oh, I need the research points. Bad. There we go. You can be right there. Connect up to this and up to there. Lovely. Let's do another quick look. Okay, still good. I think we're almost there. It's probably going to be even now. Hats are getting there. So 1 of each, and I think we should be golden. This house now is being a little bit of a problem child. You're going to go there. This is not going to have a return for us over here. This one is not going to do anything for us either, but I still want to put this one down for the hats. Get the road connected up to there, so that's the next one. And then the tunics, which in my opinion are still a little bit and always going to be better. Funnily enough, I'm going to put it back here and then build the remaining homes that I want over in this corner around it. Which is crazy to say, but maybe I should have done this. Let's get the road like this and then straight onto it and then loop it around, and we'll have the homes around there coming in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We did a lot of building. We got most of the Talon pretty much colonized. Not colonized. Jesus, I don't know why I'm saying it, colonization. We got most of this Talon built on. There we go. We have pre-planned where the castrum is going to be on Imperianopolis. We also established the name of the island, which is fantastic. I love that. And from afar, it's looking mighty fine. Mighty fine, indeed. Maybe we can move these homes in the next episode over to here and get a Grammaticus building in here as well. I think that'll probably be a fantastic idea. But we're also down by a little bit of our Liberty workforce, so it is what it is. We will work on that in the next episode, and it's good that we colonize another one. I'd like to try to colonize that other island. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, until next time, my friends, thank you so much. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.